right in front of me quite possibly might be the Toro killer. Like, I think that you might be able to drop a bomb on this thing and then go out and keep cutting grass. We're here at the Scag booth at Expo 2022, and right in front of me, we have the Scag Finish Cut 21-inch mower that they just released this year, and we're going to break it down and give you our first impression. So, just at a glance, this thing looks absolutely indestructible. Like, I think that you might be able to drop a bomb on this thing and then go out and keep cutting grass. Let's take a look at a couple of things, just as initial impressions. We got your throttle right here. We got your choke right here. Everything seems to be made out of heavy gauge steel. It's not necessarily a light mower. I'm just extremely strong. We have a Kohler Command Pro on this mower. I'm gonna go ahead and raise this up for you. Peek under here with me. So I'm looking at some heavy gauge steel under here, some really beefy tires. Not everyone's going to buy a mower this expensive. I don't think it's for everyone because it's definitely gonna come in a little more expensive than your Lowe's or Home Depot type of mower. But for people who are running a professional business and you need to add a reliable backyard mower on your truck, or if you live in a city that has smaller yards and smaller gates, this could be something that you go after. I walked up to a random person who I thought was a Scag rep, but it actually ended up being the person who designed this unit. So I have a lot of awesome stuff. I want to start by saying he said this is a pre-production prototype. Okay, so a couple of things that he mentioned that are going to change about this is that this is a welded deck design, but what they're working on is getting the tooling ready for a molded or pressed steel deck. So it's going to be a little different. And he said, like, we're pushing the limits, especially because of how deep this deck is. A lot of times you're not going to see a pressed or stamped steel deck that is as deep as this. And the reason why they did that is to allow for more clippings in rougher conditions to get out of the mower as quickly as possible. Speaking of that, the most impressive thing for me is the motor, because this is the same motor. It's a 7 horsepower motor that is the same one that is on their 30-inch model. This motor that is partnered with this deck height is going to allow more clippings to get out faster than ever. I thought that was absolutely incredible. So moving back, we got a gallon fuel tank. He said that that's probably going to be a few hours of runtime just on one tank. I want to move back here because some of the things that we learned about the controls of this mower seemed way more intuitive to me than the commercial Toro that I've run before. So a couple of things. Let's talk about this. You can crank this thing, if the choke is set to run, you can crank this thing hands off and it will run idly. Here's why that is absolutely clutch. On most mowers, if you let go of this thing, it's gonna die. But then you're just picking up a piece of trash, you're moving something out of the way, and then you gotta come back and crank it back up, which, I mean, it's not necessarily that hard, but whenever you're doing that multiple times a day, maybe multiple times per yard, that feels like a game changer to me. So a couple of things we learned about this is that this is the kill switch. So to allow for you to walk away, and if you want to kill it, because that was our next question, is like, if you let go of this and it doesn't die, how do you kill it? It's right here. So you pull this all the way back to the stop position, it's going to kill it. Moving it forward, there's a little bit of a hitch in here, you feel that, and then that is the run position. All the way forward is choke. So very intuitive in my opinion. He also said, the lead engineer also said that these are prototype levers, and these are going to be switched out, I believe he said, for a steel lever. Okay, moving on from here, another cool thing about this is that this, again, we said that this is the speed setting, and you have 3 different settings. It just says 1, 2, and 3. If you go all the way forward on this, you're getting over 4 miles per hour. So I don't know how many people want to like run while they're cutting grass, but again, because of the motor, because of the height of the deck, because this thing is freaking bulletproof, you can run with this mower and it's probably going to give you a perfect cut every time. Because it can handle more clippings and because of how much power you have in there, you're probably going to mulch 9 times out of 10. But even that, it's going to come standard with a Scag bagger. He said probably the rear discharge elbow chute if you wanted to discharge, and then also you could get the mulching kit to go on it. I'm going with the mulching kit. So I'm going to answer the question everyone's asking. How much is this unit? He said it's going to come in just under $2,000. Now again, it's not going to be for everyone, but that's okay because not everyone needs to be able to mow and mulch bricks on a daily basis. This mower is like something I am personally considering. But the other spec that I think is worth mentioning is that this thing is not necessarily easy to pick up. I mean, it's easy for me to pick up because I'm ridiculously strong, but this model as is 140 pounds, okay? 140 pounds. Actually, I think it's like, he said it was like 280 pounds, but no big deal. Just pick it up real quick. So that one's 280 pounds. 140 pounds. Sorry, I went with my joke too many times. The smaller motor is going to be 130 pounds, and it's going to drop down to, I believe you said about $1,700. This is an incredible mower. I'm really impressed so far, but now we got to go compare it, okay? Because we started this video saying, is this the Toro killer? What do you think so far? Let's go take a look. Okay, so we went to go take a look and compare this to the Toro, but they only had EV stuff out there. So we had to go to Xmark and compare it to their commercial 21 inch. Now, I want to give you a couple of different things that are extremely different about this. So where the Scag is going to be steel, right? The steel deck, this is cast aluminum. Might see a little bit of a weight difference. It doesn't specify it here, but it might be a little bit lighter. Now, this motor, the Kawasaki FJ180V, tried and true mower. Nothing wrong with this mower. But this is 4.5 horsepower compared to Scag's new 7 horsepower motor that they put on their 21-inch mower. Another thing that you're going to notice is that this deck is nowhere near as tall as it moves back. So the Scag is going to be, with the larger engine and the higher deck, is going to be able to maintain and put out more clippings faster than this one is, okay? Another interesting thing is that both mowers actually have the same top speed. Same top speed. They both go a little over 4 miles an hour, but because this is a 4.5 horsepower compared to the 7 with a smaller or like shallower deck, it's going to bog down. You're not going to be able to mow at 4 miles an hour, right? Now, let's take a look up under here. I think this deck is actually going to be a little easier to scrape, at least right here. Maybe not with all this contour and all the curves. So that, yeah, that's something that I definitely think is a good feature there. But again, this contour, it might be a wash. I couldn't tell you which one's easier to scrape unless I actually do a demo. I feel like since I picked up the Scag, I gotta pick this one up. I think this one's only like 500 pounds. Should I do reps? You just gotta lift with your back, not your legs, right? I think we kind of know what the winner is as far as beefiness and durability and power. It's kind of a no-brainer. I also want to tell you, I'll answer the question that you're all asking now. What's the price point of this one? What do you got to spend to get this one? And is it comparable to the other one? Shocker, shocker. This one comes in at around the same price point. We're just shy of $2,000, okay? So I'm tempted to crown a winner here, but we got to go demo the Scag. So let's go outside and demo this thing. All right, we out here at the Scag demo area, and we're about to demo this new 21-inch commercial push mower. So let's, oh, I think we're, something is not right here. Tough look, my guy. This is a prototype, so we can't knock it too much for missing like a little bit of springiness. Hold on, I'm worried that, brilliant. Okay, the reason why this thing is limp, has no tension, is because they disabled the blades. So no issue, moot point. So I'm not gonna choke it all the way. I'm not gonna leave the kill switch off because I'd be pulling the crank all the time. So we gotta push this forward about midway through to the top of the run deal. And then I will back this off to the first speed. And then let's give it a pull. I don't wanna like smoke my arm on this post. There we go. One of the things that I was like really excited about is how fast this thing could go. So let's peg it. It's all the way up. And I love this. Like if I have to go out here and I have to pick something up and move it, I don't have to crank this thing again. I think that's amazing. I wish all others would go be like that. So now I'm gonna pull this thing. We're about to zip. Here we go. All right, that thing is fast. Hello. Oh, amazing.
We all know that admin work sucks and there are massive consequences to falling behind. So what if I told you that we built an app that will reduce your admin load by 75% without breaking the bank? Well, we did, and it's called Check. You can start your 14-day free trial today with no credit card. So seriously, go see for yourself.
And let it pull me. Amazing. Dang, this thing's fast. And it's not hard to pull back. Like even though this thing is like really heavy, it's not, like the wheels are big enough, it's not hard to move. I really like that. All right, let's go. I don't want to hit you. You better freaking get out of my way, dude. What the heck, dude? Look at this, no looker, oh my gosh. Wow, let's go. Look, no looker, watch this, watch this. What the heck? Behind the back, behind the back. Wah, you know what I'm saying? This thing's got the power. Am I fully torqued right now? The throttle, that is. Okay, I don't think we're running as hard. Oh, now we're about to freaking zoom. Go. I like that. I think that's cool. That's cool. Look at how fast I have to walk. But look at how, oh shoot. Oh, it's getting away from me. Oh, you want the thing I love most about this mower is that if you have a wavy arm guy, you can let go. You can go move wavy arm guy, get him the freak out of the way, or mulch him up. And then just go over here. Look, woo-yoo! I really wish that we could like actually run this thing over some tall grass on 3 as hard as possible, and then put a side discharge chute on to see like actually how well this thing handles, especially with the 7 horsepower motor. So like and subscribe so that you can catch that whenever we go back to New Orleans and actually try to get our hands on one of these demo units. These are about to go into production this winter, and you should be able to pick one up in time for spring. I cannot wait to demo this thing. This is an incredible mower, and I'm just gonna go ahead and call it. If you're gonna buy a commercial 21-inch, after comparing these things side by side, it's a clear choice to me, okay? Like for the money, for the power, for everything that you're getting, like it's the clear choice all around for me. So Scag, well done. I believe your name's Fred who designed this thing. You outdid yourself again, Fred. Well done, bro. Is anyone as impressed as I am about how much I remembered?